All right, so I'm just going to give you the floor.
Okay, so this is what I'll say, Jay. You practice, there's a key number you need to know here, and it's 17 seconds. So we would practice all the time, and it's called Mayday field goal. Mayday field goal is when you don't have a timeout, you need a field goal at the end of the game, and the operation time to feel comfortable was 17 seconds. Everybody on the sideline screaming Mayday. Everybody on the field screaming Mayday. The field goal team takes a direct line to the ball, and all the receivers, running back, whoever's not on field goal, they bow out. So 17 seconds is the magic number. But before we get into Caleb and Eberflus, we got to take a look at one thing. The right tackle's getting out scot-free here, and it's absurd. I'm not sure what happened to this right tackle. This is the play on the sack. It's a glitch in the matrix. What is he doing? His guy is right there. Yeah. Don't block at the end. It's ridiculous. But now we look at 32 seconds. Okay, boom. You can call the timeout here. Yep. You can also not because, hey, you want to have an easier field goal, talk about it. So right now, we decide not to. We got to pivot. Hey, here we go. Get everybody. Let's go. Let's get a play called. We shouldn't be panicked yet. We're calling the play. It's taking a while. We only need 7, 8 yards to get into field goal range. Okay, guys are set. We're at 14 seconds. Everything is fine. We're not trying to get a first down. Snap the football. Snap the football. Snap the football. Let me say it again. Snap the football. The clock is ticking. Okay, now look at Cole Kmet. Bang. Bang it. Yeah. Bang the out. You're on the field goal line. You hit that. You call the timeout. We kick a field goal. No. Now we take a shot down the field. And I know I'm getting amped here, but, Jay, this is stuff that we study and we practice day in and day out. Great football teams, good football teams can execute that pretty flawlessly. So, again, we can blame Eberflus, and I'm not saying he's not guilty here because he probably, as soon as he realized how dysfunctional, should have called a timeout. Sure. Yeah. The right tackle there, not setting on a D end. There's no protection in the world that I know of where he would be pass proing the backside linebacker. The glitch in the matrix jams you. But also, Caleb Williams needs to own this thing.
I was just going to say, I feel like Caleb Williams is kind of getting off scot-free.
He's getting off because of Eberflus
yes.
and the narrative around him. The idea that you take that shot there deep down the field is insane. Again, you've got to realize, yes, we're playing for the win. That ship has sailed. I just took a sack. Now we've got to get back into field goal range and burn the timeout. Yeah. It's not that complex. You hit the out there, Cole Kmet. You give Santos, and I know it's a 50-50 sometimes with kickers, but you give them a shot. Yep. So again, you talk about dysfunction, and it's Eberflus times 10. It's Caleb Williams, and I get he's a rookie, but he should know this stuff. And your right tackle in the moment of need, I do not know what he was looking at, what was going on, because the sack should have never happened in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely. And now this game, though, and this I feel like is kind of getting lost because of that confusion at the end. I didn't even get a chance to watch the game. Yeah. I'm hanging out with my kids. I look at the score. I'm like, what? That was close.
Very close.
That was closer than a lot of Lions fans probably wanted it to be. If you're a Lions fan, you're kind of worried about how this game played out.
I don't know if worried is, the word I would use, but I'm uncomfortable with some things that happened. First half, offense looked great. A couple red zone stops, but it's a juggernaut. Defense looked good. I do get a bit worried about the defense. Did they look good in a short period, or was it because, they're that dominant? But when I say uncomfortable, and I have to go to this trick play, at the moment when this happened, Jay, Jared Goff hadn't thrown an incompletion. You march right down the field, and they end up getting a first down and having to kick a field goal. Yep. Again, you burn a third down play later on. And then the Jameis Williams throw in the face here, this is a 3-point game it ended up. Yeah. Where Eberflus and Caleb Williams, as we just talked about, blew it. Plays like this matter. They might not matter on a Thursday against the lonely Chicago Bears, but they will matter in the playoffs. They will matter next week when you play Green Bay. They will matter in Week 17 when you play San Francisco. They will matter in Week 18 when there's potential that your division is on the line against Minnesota. So as much as I love, and you got to tip your cap to Dan Campbell and what he's done there, they have to reel in the undisciplined stuff like this very, very quickly, because I know they're blowing teams out, but you saw it today. Those plays, they matter. And yes, they get away with it when they're beating teams by 50, but they will not beat every team by 50. So I do think it was a bit of a wake-up call in that sense.